Hi, with me today is Solange Gueiros, developer advocate at Chainlink Labs. Welcome.
Thank you, Vladimir.
My first question is about you. How did you first get into crypto?
I started in crypto in 2017. And I started buying Bitcoin, most part of the people that I know. But when I just realized what is behind the Bitcoin, it means what's blockchain, I was totally in love with this because I really believe that this is changing the world. We cannot live without blockchain anymore. And it's this, I'd like to be part of this.
Cool. Can you remember some funny story related to crypto that has ever happened to you?
Well, my beginning, it was not the best way. I don't recommend to people doing the same way, because when I tried to buy Bitcoin, I really thought that we need to mine Bitcoin, and this was not possible in that time. So I was trying to use that cloud minings that exist, but cloud minings, it's a scam. So I lost one Bitcoin in my learning, my 3 first months in 2017 scams. I learned in not a good way.
Yeah, well, that's kind of sad, but could you remember some happy moment again related to your career in crypto?
Yes, it's so interesting. I love to teach, and since I started, I was going to our conference, and my dream it's to be in the stage and to talk in that conference, and this happened so fast. In January of 2018, 1 year later, I was in a conference, like a workshop room, watching and learning about blockchain, and then one of the speakers couldn't come. I got my computer, put in the stage, and started to teach how to create a token. And since I am from Brazil, this happened in Brazil, and since then I am like a no person in Brazil. Another moment that's so important for me, it happened last month, because Consensus for me is one of the biggest conference related to business in blockchain. And I was a speaker in Consensus next month. I was the only Brazilian speaker, and I had a 1 hour talk to deploy smart contracts in a business conference, to show to people that aren't developers how they can understand better the smart contracts with me deploying them live. So I'm so happy.
Cool, cool. Now let's switch to questions about your project. Could you talk a little bit about VRF and Keepers?
Yes, this because Chainlink is no data feeds is the product that the people know more. Because it's related to codes, the exchanges use more, 1inch use it. But I really like the other projects like VRF and Keepers. And what is this? Keepers, it's a project to generate random numbers. I don't know if our audience knows that it's not possible to generate random numbers directly on blockchain, because blockchain is deterministic, so how will be random? Because of these Keepers, it's a group of nodes external, it's a decentralized network of nodes which can generate these random numbers to use in smart contracts. I love this project. It is used in games and lotteries and wherever, where you need the random numbers. In the same way, Keepers is another product, another network of nodes to automate jobs. And this is so interesting because do you know that the smart contract cannot call the external world? Exactly, only someone like an external account, another smart contract, or a job can call the smart contract. For example, if you need to receive a payment in the first day of the month, the smart contract doesn't know when is the first day of the month. And Keepers is, you can create a job in Keepers to do this for you, to ask the smart contract, hey, is this the first day today? Can I receive my money? And when the conditions that you define in your smart contract is true, you will execute what you define in your smart contract. So these are different approaches of decentralized Oracle networks. It's not only related to data feeds and to prices.
Cool. I've also heard that Chainlink Labs is working on an interoperability protocol. Could you talk a little bit about that as well?
About the interoperability protocol, this because the goal of Chainlink is to be in different chains, it's important to have a base of this, to have a same kind of message to use in all the blockchains. And the CCIP is for this. This is the goal. We have a research team in Chainlink doing this. I don't know more details because I teach developers and I'm not in that team. But in my opinion, this is so important because different blockchains must have a way to communicate with each other.
Yeah, of course, that's quite important because if someone has tokens on one chain and wants to do something on another chain, it could be a problem, sure.
Exactly, and one comment related to this, how to do this if you need to trust in one node only to move your token from one place to another place. So to have a decentralized network to do this is the best way.
Also, I know that a new roadmap was revealed recently. Could you just walk us quickly through that, mentioning just like the main highlights?
Yes, the highlight is the staking. This was announced in the beginning of this year, and now in June, Chainlink announced more details related to this. One point that it's my personal opinion, I really like on this is the way that they are doing, because we are doing some phases. And the first phase is to have a system to reward, a system to check the nodes and to be sure that the information that these nodes are providing are true. And after this, we will really have the stake, the reward. But first, let's see if the system is working well, if you put your link tokens in stake, what's happened, and we are evolving in this way. And this is a good way to start and to not do everything in the same moment, in the same time, because we need to test the system very well.
Now let's move to some more general questions about the crypto industry. Apparently, we are in a bear market. Some people even talk about a crypto winter. But is there any silver lining? Is there any positive impact on how the industry is going to develop?
Yes, remember that I'm here since 2017. It's not my bear market.
Course.
It's not the first.
You've been through a lot of those cycles.
And I can say that in the bear market, we talk more about projects and less about price. And I love this because my focus is to build, is to teach the developers. And this is the best moment for me to teach. And I can say that this is a moment to clean the space, because we really have the good projects now.
Yeah, I see. Recently, quite a lot of countries have tightened their crypto regulation. What is your take on crypto regulation? What would be, in your opinion, ideal crypto regulation?
Well, I am a developer. I'm not related to
Yeah.
regulation, but for me, I hope that the regulation be fair with the projects, not only fair with governments, but something that is good for the people who is developing, is building a new world.
What is your take on stable coins? We are talking just a few weeks after that Terra Luna disaster. In the wake of that fiasco, do you think algorithmic stable coins have a future at all?
Well, I'm so sad with them, but because this is not bad for them, but this is bad for our ecosystem. But in the same way, yes, I believe in algorithmic stable coins. I know that this was a terrible way to learn, but I know that we have in our blockchain space a lot of excellent people that they are working hard to do this in a better way.
So it's possible that we'll see a new, better algorithmic stablecoin that's going to be really stable?
I hope so. I hope this is important to us.
My next question is about scalability. It's quite a major issue. How far are we from solving this scalability issue? What do you think?
I hope that now it's not so far. I hope that we did more than half of the way, for example, especially when we talking about Ethereum, that is my specialty, and I'm seeing them the way that they are doing to have the Ethereum consensus layer, and we know that this is not only related to scalability, but this is the first step. In the same way, we have the other blockchains that are focused on this in some way. We know that Ethereum it's older and it's well established in the ecosystem, but I hope that we solve this problem soon.
What about level 2 solutions? How promising are they in your opinion?
I like them. I think they are a good solution for now. But when we talk about layer 2, we are talking about to have less validators. We are talking to have, it's not so decentralized like the main chain. So it's good for some purpose, but not for all. And you need to choose if you have something more secure or more faster, more scalable now.
Cool. And my final question is about mass adoption. Again, this is one of the topics that has been heavily discussed. And again, how far are we from a real mass adoption of crypto solutions, and what is hampering this process?
One of the points for me, I hope that blockchain will be used for by the people in the same way that we use internet today. We cannot live without internet, especially post-pandemic. And I hope that this will happen with blockchain, and the people will choose the systems that have blockchain because they trust more in this kind of system. And one point that we need to focus now, it's how the people can, it's related to money, it's related to how the people can use your money, your fiat money, and convert to crypto and whatever, in a way that doesn't make difference if you are using crypto or euros or dollars, and how the money must be treated in the same way. But this is related to money. Related to blockchain, the idea is that the people understand that the systems that use blockchain are really decentralized, and we have a fair way to be sure that this is right.
Okay, Thank you, Solange. Thank you for being with us.